Have you ever looked at your life and wondered, how did I get here? Why is it always the same? Why do I keep failing? Well, if you have, you are not alone. Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to the channel where we make the Word of God come alive so that you can experience more of God and less of you. Exodus 22:5 says, I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So what does this mean? Let's break it down. Is it just coincidence, or are you carrying a curse? Today we're going to talk about generational curses. The enemy doesn't want you to know. And these rules were supposed to help the Israelites live right and stay close to God. But in the 20th commandment, God said something really important. No matter how long the struggle has been going on, you can always turn things around. You have the power to change the future. He said he would punish the bad things parents did onto their kids and grandkids, even great-grandkids. Eli was old, and his sons, Hophni and Phinehas, were acting like jerks. They weren't doing their jobs properly, and they weren't treating God's house with respect. They might think they're smarter than God, or that they can trick him. For example, in Exodus chapter 32, the Israelites made a golden calf, while Moses was getting the 10 Commandments. Unbelief and disobedience by our ancestors can leave doors open for the enemy to work, resulting in generational curses. We may not have done those things ourselves, but we inherit the consequences. If they struggled with addictions or anger, those battles could be passed down to us. Or if they experienced abuse or trauma, those wounds might still be felt by our younger generations. But remember, we're not victims. You have a choice. It's like being handed a half-finished race. You didn't choose the starting point, but you can decide how fast you run from there. He loves you no matter what your past looks like. Believe in Jesus, accept his love, and step into your amazing future. Once you grasp this, everything else falls into place. You become courageous, no longer afraid of repeating the past. Thanks for joining us today, and see you next time. You begin to see yourself as Jesus sees you, worthy of love and with a bright future ahead. They decided to follow the calf instead of God. Despite this wrong choice, God still kept his promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Imagine a firefighter rushing into a burning building. His bravery might save someone's life, but his kids could face higher medical bills because of the injuries he sustained. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Generational curses work the same way. Our choices echo into the future. The other ball is hope for the future. You can hold both, but which one do you focus on? Do you let the heavy ball representing the past drag you down, or do you lift the ball of hope for the future? Remember, you're not defined by your past. You can choose to focus on hope for a brighter future. But he warned that because of this mistake, their offspring would serve the Egyptians for 400 years. This shows that God is patient, but he also keeps his promises, both good and bad. God told Eli that his word against him and his family would be severe and lasting, a severe and lasting judgment. He took our punishment for us so that we don't have to suffer forever. He wants to mend your broken pieces and help you move forward. Your life can change for the better. Just believe in Jesus and ask for his help. So when you kneel before Jesus, you're not just asking for help. You're acknowledging that you're not perfect and you're ready to change. It's like going to a mechanic when your car is broken. The mechanic fixes the car. Similarly, Jesus fixes your heart and your life. Even though it happened a long time ago, this story reminds us that the consequences of ignoring God can last for a long time. This doesn't just mean punishment, but also struggles, habits, and problems. He also talked about blessings. Deuteronomy 28 is full of blessings for obeying God and warnings for not obeying him. He will give you lots of food. But if you're a jerk to other people, if you don't treat them fairly, God won't protect you. It's like a seesaw. Being nice makes the good side go up, but being a bully makes the bad side go up. The book talks about good times and bad times, rewards for following God and punishments for ignoring him. It's like a big scoreboard. Good things happen when people choose God, and bad things happen when they ignore him. Pain seems to repeat in families. The same depression, the same broken marriages, the same addiction, again and again. Think of it like a house with a leaky roof. If you don't fix it, the whole place can get damaged. In Genesis chapter 50, Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his jealous brothers, ended up saving not only his family, but all of Egypt from famine. Before he died, he told his brothers that God would make their family into a great nation. He also predicted that someday his descendants would return to Canaan, the land God promised to Abraham. Even though Joseph's brothers mistreated him, he forgave them and turned things around, turning from bad to good, showing that God's promises endure despite people's mistakes. Well, first you need to know that the main reason for generational curses is sin. People who do bad things or ignore God's laws set bad examples for their kids, causing problems to be passed down like a heavy rock being thrown from one person to the next. That's what happens when parents do bad things without asking God for forgiveness. Their actions can cause problems for many generations. The Bible speaks clearly about generational curses, patterns of sin, suffering, or judgment passed down through bloodlines. Many years ago, God gave Moses 10 very important rules called the 10 Commandments. Why would God do this? Well, when parents do bad things, they kind of open a door for bad things to happen in their family for a long time. Why not all generations? Well, God is fair. He wants people to have a chance to choose good over evil. After 3 or 4 generations, He gives everyone a fresh start. Everyone after that can choose to follow God instead of doing the same bad things. But you might ask, why only 3 to 4 generations? So how can you break this cycle in your family? How can you stop the bad stuff from continuing? When it comes to breaking generational curses, here's something you should know. It's never too late. To understand this better, let's look at the story of Eli and his sons. They were priests in Israel. But God didn't just talk about curses. For example, if you take care of the land God gave you, plant trees and farm. However, sometimes people forget what they've been taught. Now, let's meet a real-life hero named Joseph. Now, let's dive deep into the biblical foundation of generational curses. People often blame luck or environment for their situation. But the truth is, our actions affect not only our present, but also our future. If our ancestors strayed from God, we might find ourselves further away from faith. Imagine you're holding 2 balls. One represents the weight of our family's past, including its struggles and pain. The best part is that Jesus came to set us free. If you feel lost or hurt, remember, Jesus cares for you. Breaking generational curses starts with understanding and accepting the love of Jesus. Remember, you're not stuck in the past. You're a child of God with a wonderful future waiting for you. Now, we want to hear from you. Does this message resonate with you? Have you faced generational curses in your life? If you've got value from this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss out on new content.